evening, Encik Iskandar. Thank you for making your time for us. And how are you?
Alhamdulillah, good. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to you too. Sorry. So good to see you today.
May I ask what kind of your work scope that you are currently doing right now?
So I am the director of Iskandar Global Sinar Berhad. Our company are more known as a SAC Government. That's the brand that we operate under. So we are a manufacturer. We are clothing manufacturer based in Shah Alam. So we manufacture bulk orders, apparel and clothing such as corporate wear, and then batik, sportswear, event wears, and then also fabric-based accessories such as lanyards, aprons, and many more. So our customer base are mostly government institutions and also educational institutions like yours, like the universities, and events and many more.
Before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Nuri.
And my name is Teguh Alif, but you can call me Alif.
Okay. And we are representative our chemistry group for making podcast as one of our project. We are from Foundation Studies of Agricultural Science in University Putra Malaysia. For the first question, I would like to ask, what are some common synthetic polymers used in fabrics and what are their advantages?
All right. So if you talk about common synthetic polymers, actually most fabric that we wear nowadays are using synthetic polymers. If you see the tag underneath your shirt, it will show what material it uses. So there are a few types of synthetic polymers which is commonly used. First, of course, is polyester. Polyester is made from synthetic fiber. We call it PET, polyethylene tetrapate, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually the same material with your mineral bottle. Second most common is nylon. Nylon, also known as polyamide. They're strong, lightweight. And then the other most commonly used is spandex, also known as lycra or elastane. So these three are the most commonly used. And there are also other types that are less common, but that is more for specialized purposes.
Okay, moving on. To this question, how do polymers play important roles in clothing industry?
If you see the evolution of the clothing industry, synthetic polymers actually enables the fast fashion trend, right? So without it, the evolution of fashion will not be possible. Like first, people are getting more busy and busy. Last time, only the husband worked in the household. Now the wife also works. So the demand for more easier to care fabrics is increased. Easy to care, but I mean you need to iron it less. It's easier to wash, right? And so when the demand is getting higher, the supplies follows, right? Second point is the trend of active lifestyle also becomes trendy. People are participating and doing sports more. Hence, there also demand for sports friendly apparels, sportswear as we call it, right? And number three, I think the important role is, as the fashion industry now, they require fast and cheap clothings, like what we call fast fashion, right? Polymers enables the apparel to be made faster and cheaper, and then we can sell it cheaper too, right? So these are, I think, the three biggest role in the clothing industry that polymers have.
So for the next question, what are the things that replace polymers function in the clothing industry?
As synthetic polymers become the norm in our clothing, right? So people are expecting good qualities of this synthetic in our daily life. So to find an alternative that can be as good as existing custom polymers is a bit difficult. There are a few. Most commonly is, of course, our tried and tested cotton. It's a natural fiber, but the cost of it is getting higher and higher, right? And now also there are also other fabrics such as linocell. Linocell is made from cellulose-based fiber, which derived from wood pulp. So it's still organic, it's still biodegradable. The second one is pine tex. This is a fabric and polymers made from pineapple fibers. Okay, so it's similar like tencel, but it's just made from pineapple. So these are the alternative that we have in the market right now to compare to the polymers, synthetic polymers. But like I said before, it's very costly, and then it's very challenging to produce in big volume to cater to current demand. So it's difficult, I would say.
Considering the environmental drawbacks associated with synthetic polymers, are there compelling reasons to continue their use in clothing?
So we know that these synthetic polymers are essentially plastic into fabric, right? So as we know how plastics hurt the environment, so it's the same how these polymers will hurt the environment. But the advantages of these synthetic polymers are simply too good to ignore. Customer like ourselves demand this characteristic in our daily clothing. The demand is huge and always there. So, we discussed before, there are alternative fabrics, but mostly produced from organic polymers, but it's not having as a good quality as synthetic polymers. So I think there are compelling reasons to continue to use synthetic polymers in clothing, but we need to think a different way, a better way of handling the fabric waste, one thing, and also reusing or recycling the synthetic fabric after, instead of just throwing it in the landfill. And that it will be the more practical uh, way of handling it.
For the last question, why is polyester, a polymer-based material, so prevalent in fast fashion? Is it because of is affordability.
All right, like I said before, the polyester's dominance, dominance in fast fashion is not just about affordability. It's like a magic material in fabric. It's not just it's cheap, it's durable, it's easy to take care, it's versatile, and it's adaptable to trends that make it a go-to material for, I think, the whole industry in clothing. So let me elaborate on that. First, why it's cheap? Because polyester is cheaper to produce compared to natural fibers like cotton or wool. This makes it very attractive for fast fashion brands and fashion brands now who are aiming to keep their prices low, right? And second thing is scalability. Uh, it's easier, it's way easier to produce polyester in big quantities, like compared to for example cotton. So if we want to produce cotton, we have to plant the cotton tree, so it's affected by the weather, affected by the soil. There's a lot of uh, things that can happen, so compared to uh, polyester, we take the oil, produce it, process it, and then we can make polyester already. In terms of durability and versatility, polyester is very strong. It's very strong. It's highly resistant to wear and tear. The colors does not fade, making it suitable for clothing then that lasts longer. That needs to maintain. It can maintain its shape and quality throughout multiple washes, right? So it's also wrinkle and shrink resistance. So maybe your mom can always say your mom likes less job at home to iron your shirts, right? So lastly is the one of the biggest most special characteristic is the moisture wicking. So if you do sports, your sweat will dry very fast. So is actually this is very suitable for sportswear. Yes, I think that's the one of the main main points I can talk about.
So to wrap things up, synthetic polymers like polyester, nylon, and spandex have changed the game in the clothing industry. They're tough, affordable, and easy to care, and super versatile, which makes them very prevalent in the latest fashion trends. Um, sure, we know they're not the best for environment, but the demand for convenient and affordable clothing is massive because people love clothes that don't wrinkle, dry fast, and last long. That's what these polymers deliver. So now there are eco-friendly options like lyocell or even fabric from, like you said, pineapple leaves, but they're still not as widely used because they're not as cost-effective as these polymers. So in the end, it's all about finding that balance between performance, price, and sustainability. And the fashion world is slowly working towards that.
Awesome.
So awesome. Thank you for having us, and thank you for answering our question.
Thank you for making your time for us, and sorry for taking your time, but thank you. And that's all for our podcast for today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.